Wendy has supposedly tried to use the Beefalo Gloom Bell on Abigail before, and she says it's a shame it only works on Beefalos when inspecting it. As a result of her unique death animation, Wanda does not leave behind a skeleton upon death. Storing light bulbs or glow berries within an Ichor Preserve will make it glow in a small radius. The Moongloss Sawblade very vaguely resembles this part of Wendy's Moonbound outfit, which makes sense, as she says, "Pretty. If it was smaller, I'd wear it around my neck," when inspecting it. Fireflies spawn more commonly, specifically in deciduous forest biomes. Scorching sunfishes inside of an Ichor Preserve will create a heat source and it can set nearby items on fire. The Possessed Shadow Atrium is used in 3 different crafting recipes. Bunnymen will attempt to run away from characters even if they have meat items in their inventory, as long as they are holding the Rabbit King Cudgel. The Shadow Maul Axe actually attempts to quote-unquote steal Woody away from Lucy. Here's a few of her quotes on screen now. When grass geckos are sleeping, they sleep with their legs behind them, just like real-life lizards do whenever they are relaxed. The wet goop food item becomes the very wet goop food item when it gets wet. When creating a world with no caves, the flavor text reads, "Sad, but not as demanding on the computer." A Year Within Don't Starve is broken down into 2 friendly seasons and 2 harsh seasons, with friendly seasons accounting for 40 days of the year, and harsh seasons only accounting for 30. There's an unused water lily mob that was planned to spawn within the waterlogged biome. Here's its concept design. Personally, I think it looks very cute. All 3 types of mushrooms spawn within the deciduous forest biome, making it the only biome on the surface that has access to all 3. Glomer's flower will still spawn on the statue even if it is broken. Despite Catcoons being hostile towards warthogs, he still calls their stumps a home for friends. Placing a campfire near a melted mini glacier will remove the puddle. No more ice for you, I guess. Because burrows drop minerals and moleworms can create new burrows, this makes rocks, flint, niter, and gold renewable. Yes, I am aware this is useful. On random occasions, the moose goose egg will alternate between being called a moose egg and a goose egg. A tumbleweed can contain a combined total of 46 items and mobs. Not at once, that's just its loot table. Before bat caves were added, basilisks were not renewable underground. There are no webbed versions of the red and the green mush trees, only the blue webbed mush trees exist. If the florid postern is deleted with the console, new players will still spawn at the spot that the old portal used to be. The barrel is a removed object that could be found in caves that used to spawn spelunkies. Lava pools can be used to cook food, but the player will always catch on fire if they try. Even though your character will swing their tool whenever they harvest from a juicy berry bush, it won't lose any durability. Grass geckos are able to produce cut grass even in winter. Based on their leaves and the pinecone's appearance when dropped, twiggy trees seem to be based on the Araucaria tree. I probably said that completely wrong. There are 5 levels of wetness an item can go through, starting off as wet, then soggy, waterlogged, slippery, and finally soaked. There are 27 unique waterproof items that cannot get wet under any circumstances, and yep, most of them come from Shipwrecked. The caves will never get warm enough to cause overheating under any circumstances, unless you're standing next to a bunch of campfires. Okay, taking this one straight from the wiki here. By default, it takes 560 days for the beginning of the moon cycle to realign with the first day of the first starting season. While the ground is wet, flowers are able to grow every 30 seconds. Trees make a rock crunching sound whenever they get petrified. It's pretty satisfying. When vanishing due to the moon rock idol, Maxwell says, "Say pal, I don't look so good," which is a reference to the original Don't Starve. Wolfgang's quote for examining Morning Glory is almost exactly the same as Weber's quote for examining the florid postern. Here they are on screen right now. Like fire pits, Haunting a portable campfire has a 10% chance to add 45 seconds of fuel, but only when it's already burning. This took forever to count, but there are 318 unique card sprites from the Jimbo. The shallow grave structure replaces the skeleton in the Wii game edition of Don't Starve Together. Its function is pretty much exactly the same as a skeleton. Saddles only lose durability whenever a beefalo's obedience drops below 40% and it shakes the saddle off. The red cap's appearance and toxicity is likely based on the Amanita muscaria mushroom. Only 100 skeletons can exist in the world at one time. If any new skeletons are generated after hitting this cap, they will vanish instantly and leave ash behind. By cooking raw corn to get popcorn, you'll be delighted to find out that you just made your food worse, because popcorn only restores half as much hunger as raw corn. When Wendy or Wickerbottom inspects the wardrobe structure, they mention reading a book about a wardrobe, possibly referencing the Narnia Chronicles. The charged glassy rock is scientifically possible in real life, as the appearance of glass structures after lightning strikes is a documented real-life phenomenon. The Figatoni food item's name is a portmanteau of fig and rigatoni. And lastly, the Gorge Event's small casserole dish has the word quagmire in its internal codename. Giggity. And with that, that is the end of the video. So thank you guys so much for watching. It has been a very long time since like the last part of this came out. I think it's been 3 months, 4 months. So I'm really sorry. I've just been doing a lot of other stuff and working on the 1 HP video, which as of recording this is only like 15% done editing. I wrote it all and it has about 7,000 words, so it is going to take a really long time to finish this. But yeah, that'll be the 10,000 subscriber special. Speaking of, thank you guys so much. You're all so awesome. Oh my goodness. Thank you guys. I don't know what else to say. I don't really have a script when it comes to outros, so yeah, just do me a favor, have a great day, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.